Hey y'all, it's Ash Lambert with Stardom magazine here at Zerkapalooza 2016 in Joplin, Missouri, and I'm here with Two Steps Back. So I'm just going to kind of hand y'all the mic and say your name, what you do with the band.
Okay. My name's Kyle Lowry. I play acoustic guitar and I sing.
I'm Jake Lowry. I do the backup vocals and play lead guitar.
I'm Wes Lowry, and I play bass guitar and backup vocals.
I'm Dave, and I play drums, and I don't sing at all. No vocals for me.
Okay, so for people that don't know who y'all are or haven't heard your music, let's talk about what is your genre? How did you come up with the name, and where we can find you online?
Okay. Well, we started we didn't even know what a band was really, so we started playing together, and as brothers, we all just kind of picked up an instrument, and we wanted to play rock music at first because I just feel like everybody thought it was cool to play rock music, but and Dave actually played in a rock band originally, and we couldn't get away from playing country music, and at the time in Oklahoma, the best way to get into venues was to play country music, red dirt music.
Yeah, and definitely when it came to writing, it really shined through that our lyrics were not very rock-based at all. So
They weren't rock at all.
It's country at heart, so it's hard to get away from that.
So we kind of just pick it up naturally. Just listening to the old 90s country was a big deal for us because our parents listened to it, and we drove a lot because my dad rode bulls. And Dave listened to everything, even from Brooks and Dunn to Metallica to, so it was easy to get into it. And then if you want to find us online, it's www.facebook.com. What's that?
Listen to Brooks and Dunn covering Metallica.
But if you want to check us out online, it's facebook.com/2stepsback, and all our information's on there, and you can watch videos from us and see where we're playing at and all that good stuff.
Ask another question.
Give me that microphone.
I mean, y'all wanted to introduce yourself. You're good. You're good. You got to cover it. Okay.
You don't even need. Pull the bio out and read it verbatim.
So, okay, one of the things I like to ask all the bands is, what is one of the funniest stories that y'all have that's like a backstage, on the road kind of thing that nobody else knows about? Keep in mind, we have children watching.
Okay, well, this is probably my favorite story, and I'll keep it clean. But we were driving on a radio tour, and we were in Dallas McDonald's, yeah. It was in the middle of morning traffic, so 8 o'clock in the morning, worst Dallas traffic ever. And on the north side of Dallas, my bass player said he needs to use the restroom. Our old bass player, not this new guy here.
Not me.
Not this guy.
This story at all.
He's not with us no longer.
We'll tell a post-Brett story as well.
So we're in the middle of Dallas, and he starts getting gradually, I gotta go to the bathroom. By the time we hit the other side of Dallas, where there's no place to stop, he's to the point where he's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom in this McDonald's bag.
Except for there was a lot more profanity.
There was a lot more profanity, and I know it doesn't sound like that much here, but we listened to it for probably 30 minutes. 40 minutes. I really thought he was in the back of our van with the equipment.
He looked like he was he was about to go. I'm like, we're gonna stop. We're flying somewhere.
Yeah, he was yelling at you like there was something you could do about it. Like there was nowhere to pull over. We were in traffic, and he just kept saying it. Kyle, I really got to go. Like you were doing it to torture him.
Yeah,
like Brett, really, there's nowhere to go.
That's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite story. But has anybody else got a good one?
Wes probably not. I'm gonna put him on the spot.
There's
been so many good ones.
I mean, most of the time we just always do the 3-up thing where, Brett would our old bass player would go in a gas station and tell us just something ridiculous that never happened, that no way could have happened.
I'll be honest with you, the old bass player was a lot funnier because he would definitely go into gas stations, and he'd always come out with some incident, like there was about to fight and he broke it up, or somebody was cussing somebody else and jumped over counters. And
Not really a funny story, but the first time we ever went out to Nashville, we had a management company looking at us. We drive out to Nashville, and this is before we even had a van or anything. We were hauling a trailer with his mom and dad's Expedition. And on the way back home, we blew a tire, and he was driving. We wrecked, completely totaled it out, and we were on the side of the road, freezing cold, laying on the side of the road.
Carpets.
4 hours we sat out there on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck to come. Freezing cold weather. I had blood. I still got a scar right here from that.
I still have a hat with blood on it.
Drip on down. Yeah, I got blood all over everybody.
I slept through it somehow.
And of course, I was of course, I was driving at the time, and so that was awesome.
Dave coached you
and
through it. He's like, dear God, dear God, dear God.
He's like, whatever you do, don't slam on the brakes. Whatever you do, don't slam on the
Well,
brakes.
we had a trailer behind us, so I was trying to coach him through it. It didn't work. He wrecked.
And he was say I wrecked. I didn't. I kept. I mean, we didn't die, but of course, when we wreck, we're like, okay, I already seen anybody dead, and Kyle's back there. He's like,
he's still. What happened?
he's like, huh? What happened? He act like he had just slept through it. I'm like, are you kidding me, Kyle? I was so mad because I was like, he was back there just like.
There's no way you slept through it.
I sleep through it.
And to this day, he claims that he slept through that wreck.
I today, honest to goodness, 75% slept through it.
I was at least 42% asleep when they.
The best part was I had been driving for a long time, and I just switched with him to drive for like 10 minutes.
I won't even tell you why we think that we wrecked because it's too horrible.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good one.
We'll just skip that part because I
Maybe you
don't.
should let Dave tell
Actually,
that.
this is the reason we wrecked too. We'll tell you one more story.
Okay, so we're in a gas station, and I don't remember what we did. Well, somehow
It
we
was
met.
something to do with the bathroom. He was like yelling at me and Jake because we were trying to use
Yeah,
the
the
bathroom.
gas station attendant yelled at them.
Gentlemen.
He yelled at them, and it pissed me off. So we get back out of the parking lot. You can bleep that out, sorry. And so we're all sitting over there in the corner of the parking lot, and I call the gas station. I look it up and call the gas station and tell the guy that his pH levels are too high and he needs to bag all of his gas pumps. He believes me. He says pH levels. I say, yeah, your pH levels. They're off the charts. You need to go bag all your gas pumps. If somebody tries to pump gas, it's going to spew gas all over. The guy walks out and bags every gas pump at the station, and we leave. It was probably 2 hours later we wrecked. I think that guy put a spell on us, or yeah.
So we didn't bag any more pumps.
No, needless to say, we've never done this.
So, what did your parents say whenever, like, how did that phone conversation go? Like, okay, so that
Oh, we crashed and
expedition.
They beat the tow truck people there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the sad part. It really was. It was like November. It was right before Thanksgiving, so it was like 20, 30 degrees, and we're like, hey, we wrecked.
My mom didn't work for a month. No,
Yeah, so we literally waited like.
Employment line crashing that car.
And actually, we were actually outside of Joplin here.
we were in what is it? Rolla. We were on the other side of
Yeah,
Rolla.
and so we waited in the ditch for about 2.5, 3 hours, and actually our grandpa and then my mom and dad. We waited on them until they got there and laid in the ditch. It was terrible. Like sitting there with our gear, like we assessed what was survived of the thing and took a tally and we're
Brand
like,
new drum kit destroyed. I got to play on it one time.
Oh no.
yeah, so that was cool. But we recovered, I guess.
Okay.
Funny story. We went into the most depressing
I was
story.
about to say, why did Dave, for funny story, tell the crash story?
Well, it was kind of funny.
Oh, Kyle slept through the whole thing.
And then this
What's
time
funny
we
about
nearly
that?
died. It was funny, ironic more than
That's hilarious. Okay, so do y'all have any new music coming out?
We actually do. Dave's brother is supposed to be working on artwork for a song that we're releasing. Actually, we do. We have about 3 or 4 songs that we're supposed to be putting out. Trying to put out an EP, and then we also might do. I've got a ton of stuff we recorded a long time ago, and we might put it out as a throwback thing, like a classic,
cool.
like
unreleased,
all the unreleased stuff we have, because we've probably got 10 songs, 8 songs that we just never put
There was a pretty
out.
large span between when we recorded Lovers and Fighters and when we released our EP.
Of just stuff we recorded that was never released, and
We're
so
planning on. So we have several songs recorded or whatever that have just been sitting around. So hopefully we'll get that out to people.
yeah.
Very cool, very cool. And if you want to look them up on Facebook, make sure you put the number 2 steps back, because I did the other way, and it's like a wholesome living Facebook page. It's not y'all.
The first 6 months of the band, and then it was like, okay, we're using number 2.
Actually, it should be like, it's actually a pinup magazine if you go, no, anyway. So, thank you guys so much for your time. It's awesome, seriously. So, again, it's Ash Lambert with Stardom magazine here at Zerkapalooza 2016 in Joplin, Missouri.